asked you guys if you wanted me to do 31 days of horror films, one for each day in October, and you said yes. So I kicked off the first day of October with The Substance. So I recently underwent a very traumatic event, which I think I may have PTSD from actually earlier this year. So this movie was super triggering for me. And even though I absolutely hate using that word, I don't really know what other word would describe it better. But basically, I hyperventilated and cried for 15 straight minutes after this film ended, and I felt like a weak fool. The writer of this film, Coralie Farjat, who also directed it, has a really deep and personal understanding of the way in which the quest of perfection with respect to appearance, and also how people's perception of you being tied to your beauty and your self-worth kind of acts to convolute your self depiction of your own identity. And I really think that only a woman could have written this film because the understanding feels really personal to me. Personal to the point where I know that she has felt it too. There's a lot of criticism surrounding the body horror in this film, which I do understand because admittedly it was really hard to stomach at parts, but I do feel like it's necessary because it really embodied the feelings of worthlessness and self-loathing that accompany not feeling your most beautiful, which capture the feelings that accompany physical insecurities and also the invisibility, especially in Hollywood, of women aging. So there's also a lot of criticism surrounding the last 20 minutes of the film, which I actually held my hands up in disbelief at one point when I was at the movie theater when the climax was building up. But then once I arrived at the part where she or it was spewing blood all over the audience, I completely understood why it was necessary. It felt so essential to the message of the movie, kind of like, is this what you all wanted from me? Is this what you wanted me to make myself into for you to all think I was beautiful and love me? It was a perfect visual telling of the message without beating the audience over the head with the point of it all. From that scene to constantly zooming in on the letter of they're going to love you, to constantly showing this billboard of physical perfection outside her apartment, to the self-loathing punishment binge eating scenes, and then to her face dragging and then getting washed up over her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This movie's so incredibly intelligent, and I genuinely wonder if people will understand it for what it is. It's so deserving of critical acclaim and award recognition, even beyond the Palme d'Or at Cannes. It was a rare 5-star for me.